It's Dark Week. Oh shit, I left the lens cap on. There we go. Hey guys, so this week is Dark Week, and we are telling you a story about when we were a naughty bunny. So this is not one of my proudest moments, but there was a time, maybe when I was about 10 years old, and there was this boy down the street named Daniel, who, in my defense, probably could have been a serial killer, or probably is a serial killer now, because he one time tried to lasso me and shoot me with a BB gun, and did all of this crazy stuff, and so I was constantly living in fear of this boy. One time, for some reason, we were actually getting along. I don't know if they balanced out his meds or what the deal was, but he came over and we were hanging out, and then I realized, I was like, this kid, despite the fact that he's also a monster, is also just not very entertaining to hang out with. So I was getting tired of him, and I decided to play a little prank, and I told him that I was going to show him a magic trick. So I sat there with my palm out, and I said, do you want to see me make this rock disappear? And he was like, oh yeah, cool, magic, yeah! And so I went, here it is. And here it goes. And I flicked it, and it hit him in the gum, and he started bleeding everywhere. And I felt horrible, but at the same time that I felt horrible, I also was afraid, and so I just ran instantly, because the first thing he did was scream bloody murder. So I ran back to my house. I didn't tell my mom what happened. I was like in my room hiding, and then suddenly I hear the knock on the door, and it was him with his mother, and then Daniel with like a cold compress up to his mouth trying to stem the bleeding from me hitting him with a rock. And so my mom made me like come downstairs and was like, what the hell? And I felt like half the neighborhood was out on the streets because they heard him screaming so loudly. So yeah, that was probably one of my evilest moments that I've ever had. You know what I'm thinking? This outfit needs a belt. Where are the belts? Oh, I'll go get them. Could you please move at a glacial pace? You know how much that pleases me. Kind of like Andy over there, who showed up 5 minutes late to my meeting that I just rescheduled 2 minutes ago. Ew. Oh, hold on, they're right here. It's gonna be a tough call though, they're both so different. I'm sorry, do you find something funny about this? I'm sorry, it's just that I'm still just getting used to this fashion stuff. This stuff? Well, yeah, I mean, those two belts look exactly the same to me. What you are probably blissfully unaware of is that this belt is not brown, it is not chocolate, but it is umber. This color first became popular in North America when it came over on the Mayflower with the Pilgrims. Then when the Puritans lost power in the colonies, other colors came over, but it wasn't until Coco Chanel made a beautiful ball gown that was on the cover of Harper's Bazaar that it really began to go through all of the fashion houses. Then you would see the color umber showing up in the collections of many artists, even handbags and accessories like Coach. It went from Bergdorf Goodman's to major department stores like Macy's, and then it went on to the discount racks, and finally to Goodwill, where you no doubt fetched that ill-fitting umber shirt. You somehow think that you're above fashion when the very shirt you're wearing was picked for you by the people in this room. Now I need you to go get me 63 Hermes scarves and a searing hot coffee. Oh, and Andy, one more thing. What is it, Miranda? That's all. This week we're answering the question, if you got to do something evil to one of your enemies, what would you do? Wahahaha. Be as sick and evil, naughty, as you want. Now, I'm not really the type that would be take you out into the woods and saw off your fingers and make you eat them, or do something gross and disgusting like that. I'm more for the slow burn, like, I want to ruin your relationships, I want to turn all your friends against you, I want you to lose your job, I want you to basically be crawling back to me and apologizing for whatever it is that you did to me that made you my enemy in the first place, and I just really want to F your life up. That's really what I want to do. I'm scared of myself. That's it for me, so be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to this video, or I will destroy you.